It's hard not to be a fan of a credit card that gives you more while saving you money every single day. The Illini Visa Rewards Card, available only through U of I Community Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Thursday walkthrough. Martin O'Donnell over here, Coach Lovie Smith over there. Coach, one position that, in watching especially the past couple of games, has really been playing well is the tailback position. And, Reggie Corbin and Kendrick Foster, Keyshawn Vaughn getting mixed in there as well last game. But to take a step back, what do you think makes a good running back?
Well, a few things. First off, just being able to carry the football and to make someone miss, in an open field. Toughness, you want to be a tough football team, so you want a guy to be able to, yards after contact. You want to be able to catch the football. So there's a lot of things we ask our running backs to do. And I think it's hard, though, to get all of the things you like in one guy. That's why I think it's so important for you to have at least 2, 3 that you play, and you hope that all 3 of them have different strengths. And that's exactly what we have with Kendrick, with Reggie, and Keyshawn right now. The last couple weeks we haven't played as well as we need to, but the tailback position has played winning football the last couple weeks.
Well, and you talk about making guys miss in the hole. I mean, sometimes obviously offensively you can't block all 11 defenders, but how much of that do you think is natural ability, and how much of that can be learned over time?
Good question. I think first off, to be a great running back, you have to have some natural ability. You can't design drills to make a guy know when to stop, change directions, go vertical, go lateral. There's a lot of God-given ability that has to come into that. But there's a lot of people God-given ability is how you use it. And that's what I think our guys are doing. Just Reggie Corbin and what he brings to the table. When you said earlier, you can't get them all blocked. Normally, a defense can get an extra guy. And for us, we just want to get our guys in a position where it's one-on-one. Running back versus a defender, and he has to make a miss. Reggie Corbin can make you miss as well as anybody on our team. Kendrick Foster can make you miss also. But very seldom do you see him not get more yards after contact. Both of the guys have excellent speed also. And then in Keyshawn Vaughn, you have a bigger back that can go the distance. So I think we're getting exactly what we want from all 3 of those guys.
And one thing with, Wes Lund getting injured last game and Chase Crouch coming in, running for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns, how much does it help an offense and help those tailbacks to have a quarterback who's also a running threat?
Helps quite a bit. There's just, as a general rule, most defenses you have, a lot of times you have a free safety. Well, you can have a free safety based on the quarterback not running. But once you bring the quarterback into the equation, now you have an extra guy that can carry it. So when you have a quarterback that can do that, and I'm talking about with that skill set, and we have that in Chase Crouch. He threw the ball this past week a lot better than I've seen him throw the ball. And that part of his game, that was the first time I've seen that part. But as a runner, he can make you miss. He has excellent size, a lot of toughness too. When you want to be a tough football team, you need it from all positions. And we definitely have that, with Chase.
Yeah, the flip into the end zone was, some toughness there.
There was some toughness there. We don't recommend that, but sometimes in the natural flow of the game, the hard part should be getting in the end zone. We can take care of that celebration after that.
Yeah. Well, and, coming this week, playing against Rutgers, Chris Ash in his first year at Rutgers, you in your first year here at the University of Illinois, and I think a lot of times, obviously you're focusing on every game, taking one game week at a time, but also in year one, building your program at Illinois. Do you balance those in terms of, do you think of them as two separate tracks, thinking, short-term game week plus what I'm doing to plan for the long term, or is that just all combined and saying on a day-by-day basis, what are we doing, not only to win this game, but to continue to build this place?
Amari, I think just like in any program, we have short-term goals and you have long-term goals. And so I think in the first year of your program, that has to be the case too. Short-term goals for us right now are just playing better ball, one play at a time. Today, making improvements on some of the things that we've continued to do wrong. But there has to be a long-term plan too. But to me, if you take care of the short term, I don't care what year in school a player is, it's about us getting the best guys. The guys now, after 5 games that have performed at a certain level, those are the guys that we're going to play with. Whether they're older, younger, it doesn't really matter. But thinking about our future, that's always a part of our mindset. And I'm going to go to recruiting. We recruit daily. Each game, as important as our game plan on the field, there's a game plan off the field with our recruits. So you have to merge the two of them together.
Well, and you're pretty honest in terms of how you feel that the team is doing, and whether it be post-game press conferences or Monday press conferences, looking back over the week prior. How would you assess how you feel about the program right now, long term?
I feel real good about the program long term. I know the direction we're headed. It's just this disappointment, of course, with where we are right now.
Sure.
But when you come in and you're starting your program, you have to go through, there's a curve that you have to go through. Simple as that. You need to fight through adversity, put the players in all different situations. And that's where we are right now. We know what it's like to win. We know what it's like to lose tough games, but hopefully in time, all of this would help that product that would be good enough for us to have success, any given Saturday, and it's expected. Right now, of course, we're getting close. Eventually, we're going to get over that hump.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. Thanks for stopping by the Thursday walkthrough. Take care.